Hi, I'm Emily Schickli from Mind Body DHARMA, and I'm so excited to guide you through this grounding and energizing yoga flow today. Today, we're going to be focusing on creating a sense of stability, security, safety for your body. So helping you come out of your brain, all of the running thoughts, the to-do list mentality, and really sink into your physical self. This is a great practice to do right at the start of a new season. So we're going into fall, filming this one for you in October. And oftentimes we might not consciously realize it, but when the seasons change, our body changes as well. And so it's really great to create that transition space for yourself and reconnect to your intuition, reconnect to your body, really pay attention to what your needs are and what does self-care mean to you in this season. So without further ado, let's get started. So we'll start in child's pose. Arms out long, head into your mat. Take a deep breath into your belly, really pressing your forehead into the ground. So with the changing of the seasons, even if we're in a heat wave right now, we often will feel a shift in our bodies. So the more that we can connect to the ground, connect to the earth, it helps us feel at home and safe and secure in our bodies. So really press your forehead into the ground, maybe even massage your head back and forth. Take deep breaths into your belly. Just allow yourself a few breaths to shift. Shift from a work day, shift from anything else that you were doing, and into your practice. Take another deep breath into your belly. Exhale out your mouth. Couple more deep breaths. This time, inhale into your belly. Exhale, stick out your tongue. One more of those. Inhale into your belly. Exhale, stick out your tongue. Now start to place some pressure into your palms. Tuck your chin to your chest. Round your spine forward. So we're coming into cat pose. Knees shift right underneath your hips. Upper back is rounded, like a little rainbow arch. Exhale, release. Find neutral spine, wag your tail. Looking behind your left shoulder, looking behind your right shoulder. Just getting into any stiffness that you might have felt during your day. Maybe you've been sitting a lot. Then inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Dip your belly down, find cow pose. So opposite motion for our spine, swaying your back. Exhale, round cat. Really nice. Press back child's pose. Let's get into our hips. So start to shift your hips side to side. Getting into our hip creases, just allowing our low back to release at the same time. Relax your head and neck, maybe chin flops towards your chest. You can release your forearms down to your mat for more support and a gentler movement if that feels good. Just allow yourself to go with your breath. So somatic movement is just a fancy way of saying listening to your body and having body-led movement. So that might be starting to take some bigger hip circles or a swivel, whatever feels good to release tension in your body. So often throughout our day, we're telling ourselves we have to maintain a certain shape. We have to sit in a certain posture to be productive. We have to have our hands at a keyboard, for example. Oftentimes, we also tell our bodies that we have to look a certain way in the way that we present ourselves to others. So take a few moments here just to be funky. Get a little weird in your body. Let it direct you. And then slowly come back to center, finding a neutral spine. Dip your belly down as you bend your elbows, chest to mat. Inhale, lift up, cobra pose. Exhale, press back, child's. So try this swoopy motion, make it your own here. These are all just guidances rather than instructions. So use your breath as you move through cobra and press back child's pose. Feel free to add a couple of hip swivels or maybe a twist, threading the needle if your upper back is tight. Left arm draws underneath right. And release back to tabletop, switching sides. If that is calling to you, again, self-guided just for the start. Exhale, come back to center. Maybe move through one more of those cobra dips. And press back child's pose. Let's start to intensify. So press your hands into your mat. Exhale, straighten your legs, plank pose. Nice, we're just starting to wake up our core here. So squeeze your belly tight. Shoulders down your back, flat spine here. Oftentimes you might see people arch. That stresses out your lower back. So just plug your shoulder blades in. Also, sometimes people dip their hips down. See if you can keep them in line with your shoulders. Hold here for 3. Yes, you can. 2, 1, lower your knees. Camel pose. Press your toes into your mat. Sweep your arms up and over. Fingertips point up towards your shoulders for traditional, or down for more support. So listen to your body here. Squeeze your elbows in tight. Inhale into your belly. Now we're bending in our upper back, not your lower back. So especially if you have lower back pain, don't go very far. Press into your body with your hands. Hips go slightly forward. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your chest up to the sky. Now I'm not going super far. My back's a little sensitive, but listen to your body. Maybe you want to dip down, release your hands, and catch your feet. Exhale, start to come back to neutral. Trust fall, adding strength. Bend your arms as you catch yourself lower down to your mat. Whew, it's like a little reverse push-up. Some plyo moves. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Maybe close your eyes if that feels good. You can sweep your arms side to side, swiveling your spine. A lot of movements like this today. Inhale, come back to center. Hands to your shins, flat back. Squeeze your belly tight. Exhale, flop it out, let it go. You can nod your head yes, shake it no. Really let the tension out of your body. Inhale, slowly stack your spine, keeping your knees bent. Take your time, float your arms all the way to the sky once you arrive. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, fold. We're gonna do the same motion. So inhale, walk out to plank pose. Hold here, squeezing your belly tight on your exhale. Inhale, fill your belly up with air. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lower your knees, camel pose. Rising up, use your momentum to help you. Fingertips down or up. Little back bend here, lifting up your heart, your chest. Opening up your neck. Exhale, trust fall. Bend elbows to catch so you don't lock out your joints. Inhale, lift your heart, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice. This time, look towards your hands, tiptoe or hop, bending your knees. All the way to your hands, find a figure, forward fold. Breathing here, maybe close your eyes, sweep your arms right and left. Inhale, back to center, float your hands to your shins. Exhale, flop it out. Nice, last one of these. Inhale, flat back. Maybe lion's breath, stick out your tongue. Really nice. Inhale, bend your knees, slowly stack your spine, really allowing yourself to get the most out of this roll up. Shoulders down your back, float your hands. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands lift into your mat. Exhale, plant, step back for plank pose. Little core activation here. Squeeze your belly tight. Inhale into your belly. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale here. Exhale, camel pose. Last time through. Reach up and back. Third time's the charm. Notice the difference between your first one and your last one. Exhale, trust fall. Inhale, press back, downward facing dog. Fun, right? Just mixing it up. Bend your knees, Take a moment here in your downward facing dog before we move on to ground. So bringing your attention to your hands and your feet. Notice how they press against the earth just as the earth presses against you. You are supported. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. All right, inhale, kick your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, pull it towards your nose, plank pose. Inhale, kick back up. 2 more. Exhale, bend your knee. Nice. Last one. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step through. Really nice. Pause here in your low lunge. Option to lower your knee down to your mat for more support. If you want to go for more strength, you can keep your knee lifted. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands out in front of you. So you're still in a low plank. This is too intense in your knees, just lower your knee. You got that support. So you're going for this low level lift. Inhale, sweep your arms behind. Exhale, rise up. Whew, nice and strong crescent pose. Nice. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Exhale, slight knee straighten here. Again, you can bring your hands down to your mat and bend your knee if that feels more supportive to you. Going in for a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Straightening your front knee, take a big breath here. Exhale, rebend your front knee. Option to rise back up to crescent, or again, you can keep your knee bent here. Now inhale, we'll all make our way to warrior 2. Arms at a T, nice and parallel here. Front knee is bent right on top of your ankle for support. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, reach back, reverse. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. Exhale, goddess pose, heels and toes out. I'm going to turn around and face you. Goddess pose is like a little squat, a little plie here. Just go as deep as feels good for your body. So that might be legs straight, slight bend, or in a really low sumo squat. Here's where we're going to practice grounding again. So take a deep breath into your belly. Exhale out your mouth. This time, as you inhale, press into your left leg, your back leg, lift up your right, and stomp it up. Gentle bend of your knee. Announcing our presence to the ground. Exhale, stomp, switch sides. 1 more each side. If you have sensitive knees, you can just lift up your heel and lower it down. Lift up and lower it down. Even out, both sides. Come back to your goddess pose. Gentle knee bend here. Big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel down. Nice. Step back for your plank pose or tabletop. You choose. We'll meet in downward facing dog. So if that means that you want to move through a vinyasa, high to low plank, knees down or lifted, that's up to you. Moving through to cobra or up dog or downward facing dog. So lots of options here today. You can always just go back to child's pose as well. Choose your own adventure yoga. Love it. Let's do the other side. So inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. A little bit of core work. You can always skip this part if it doesn't resonate with your body. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale, extend. Exhale, step through. Really nice. You can lower a knee if that feels better, or keep it lifted. We're going to go into our strength challenge. So arms lift up, low lunge here. Exhale, reach back. Deep breaths. Maybe lower a knee. Maybe put your hands down. Either way, we're rising up, crescent pose. Nice. Hamstring stretch. Inhale, hands come to your hips, or maybe your mat. Slightly straighten your front knee. You'll feel it also in the front of your shin, or just on your shin. Your shin is the front, as well as your hamstring. Just a little preview for a deeper stretch we'll do later. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Exhale, rise up to crescent pose. Everybody this time. Open up, warrior 2. Notice your back heel. Make sure your toes are slightly in towards your midline. That helps prevent your knee from stressing out. Take a big breath in. Flip your front palm. Exhale, reach back. reverse. Take a big sigh. Exhale, let it go. Nice. Now goddess pose on this side. Right leg is back, rotating heels in, toes out. You can narrow your stance if that feels more comfy. Exhale, sit your hips down. Now the thing with this pose is you don't want to have your knees jutting out too far past your toes. So you might need to extend your stance for your body. Just look down, make sure they're in line with your ankles. Take a big breath in, you know where we're headed. Exhale, squeeze. We got those stomps. This time press into your back leg, which is your right. Lift up, little balance, and stomp. Really let out any stress that might be creeping up, stomp it out. Come back to your goddess pose, sit a little deeper. Again, nice variation for sensitive knees. Just lifting your heels, just stay in here. Take a big breath in, find your center, squeeze your core. Exhale, cartwheel down. Again, your transition, your choice. So you can go to plank pose and straight back, or child's pose, or maybe move through a high to low plank vinyasa. Everybody take a deep breath here in downward facing dog. We're gonna stretch it out. So breathe into your belly fully. Exhale out your mouth. Nod your head, yes. Shake it, no. Let it go. Inhale, take your right leg up. Skipping our core work. Exhale, step your foot through. Unless you want extra credit, you can do that. No one's counting though. Inch your back leg back slightly here so that your left leg is extended. We'll get a nice hip flexor stretch if you're not already feeling it. Breathe here. Lift your chest up nice and tall. Exhale out your mouth. If you want more, you can lift your hands up to the top of your thigh. That'll intensify the stretch in your left leg. If you want even more or a quad stretch, you can reach behind and catch your foot. Ooh, you might hold on to it. You might fall over. It's all good. And if that feels really uncomfortable on your knee, just gently let that go. You can stay up here for a deeper stretch. Inhale, release your hands, whatever variation you've stopped at or chosen. Hamstring stretch, inch your right toes forward slightly. Now tip your hips back. The key here is you don't want to lock out your knee joint. So have a slight bend here. And your hips need to be on top of your knee or slightly in front. If we have our hip behind our knee, it's a lot of pressure on our knee joint. Take a deep breath here, lifting your heart nice and proud, nice and tall. Exhale, maybe fold a little bit here. That feels good. If you're having a hard time getting deeper, or if it's too intense, you can come up onto your fists and bend your knee even more. So it's almost like you're in a kneeling lunge. Exhale, release, foot back behind you. Let's do the other side. So find your downward facing dog again, hips up to the sky. Inhale, pick your left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Nice, slowly lower your right knee to your mat. Optional to inch it further back for a deeper stretch. Squeeze your glute for even more support and to release the front of your thigh even more. Breathe here, maybe lift up with your heart. Exhale out your mouth. Options here, you can stay here or you can rise up onto your thigh. If you did so on the other side, maybe reach behind and catch your foot. Or if you're like, my foot's not moving, my Matilda powers have run out today, you can just stay here and energetically reach for your foot while you squeeze your glute and lift your chest. You'll still get a stretch, I promise. Breathe here. Exhale out your mouth. Nice. Inhale to release your hands down. Now inch your left toes forwards.
I didn't get that. Could you try
Oh, little Apple Watch wants to do yoga. Press your hips back just as far as it feels comfortable. Breathe into your belly, deep breaths. You can make this more meditative by focusing on your breath. So noticing where there's tension in your leg and sending your inhale there. Imagining your exhale releasing that tension with every breath. Maybe lean into it a little bit deeper if it feels good, or you can back out and rebend if you need to. One more big breath here. Exhale, release. Find tabletop. Inhale, press your hands into your mat. Exhale, plank pose. Remember this? Take a big breath in. Exhale, squeeze your belly tight. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, squeeze. If you're shaking, it's not because you're weak. You're just bringing new energy into your body. Last one, inhale, big breath. Exhale, squeeze. Lower your knees. Camel pose, reach up all the way back. Lift your heart nice and proud. Press into your hips, the tops of your glutes. Exhale, trust fall. Belly to mat. Inhale, lift your heart nice and proud. Exhale, release, forehead to mat. Nice, tuck your toes, press into your hands, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath into your belly and hold. Exhale, side out. Inhale, walk your toes up towards your hands. Exhale, fold it out. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, side out. Nice. Bend your knees, slowly stack your spine, allowing yourself to arrive at the top. Float your hands. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, last one, hands to mat. Hold your plank. Lower your knees. Camel pose, reach up and back. Exhale, trust fall. This time, allow your belly to rest on your mat. You can rest one ear on your mat as well if that feels good. Maybe flop your shins side to side. Release your low back. Inhale, allow your legs to straighten. Exhale, press your hands underneath your shoulders. Child's pose, knees together this time. Shark fin arms. Walk your elbows out in front of you. Clap your palms. Sit back. This stretches out the whole side of your body, your lats, your triceps. Relax your head down, chin to chest. This time, notice your breath breathing into your thighs, and your thighs connected to the ground. So just as we stomped our way, announcing ourselves in this new season of fall, our breath announces our connection to the ground. Inhale, release your hands down. Exhale, walk your hands in. Flop your knees out in front of you. Take a deep exhale out. Pat your legs down. Lift your legs. We're going to close with a little twist and a meditation. So inhale, reach your arms out to the sky. Exhale, easy twist towards your right. Hands gently separate. You can anchor your left hand on the top of your thigh. Deepen your twist, squeezing your belly. Protect your spine. Inhale, sweep your arms out in front of you. Great stretch for your low back. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Inhale, sweep again, back to center. Little stretch here, reaching your arms out, chin to chest. Exhale, stack your spine. Nice. Quick little meditation to close practice. You can stay seated as I am, or if you prefer, lay out on your mat, closing your eyes, get cozy. We have about 3 minutes for our meditation. Take a deep breath into your belly. Exhale out your mouth. Take another deep breath in, imagining as you inhale, you're collecting any particles of tension, doubts, worries, collecting them all up into a little ball in your heart space. And on your exhale, imagine sending this little ball of tension, of stress out down your body, your legs, and out your feet. Continue to breathe slowly, allowing yourself to take up space. Oftentimes we make our bodies small. We focus on compacting our muscles, on forming ourselves into a seat or productive stance for the majority of the day, for the majority of our lives. So the more that you can counteract this practice of making yourself small with taking up space, whether that's on your mat right now or energetically filling the space around you, stomping your way through and announcing your connection to your body. But it's not just a vessel for your mind. The more that we can practice this counterbalance, the more we become balanced. So as you breathe here in this space, in these final moments of our class, our time together, I invite you to set an intention to take up space in your body, to luxuriate in this physical form that we tend to ignore, to nourish yourselves and take time for self-care. Take one more deep breath in, filling your belly up like a balloon. Exhale out your mouth. And bring your hands to your heart center, maybe pancaking them together, or in a sign of prayer, Anjali Mudra. Bow your head in gratitude for yourself, gratitude for your body, taking this time to connect. I honor each and every one of you for showing up today, for honoring yourselves. Thank you. Namaste.